Hello everyone, this is Robyn. I'm a yoga teacher at Common Point in Central Queens, and thank you for tuning in. So we're going through a bit of a time here, and most of us are required to stay home, and we're not able to go to the classes that we usually go to help us work off some of our stress and extra energy. So we're all trying to put together some videos that you can access from the safety and the comfort of your own home so that you can keep your body healthy and find some calm and some peace amidst all this anxiety and uncertainty that's happening around us. So I invite you today to join me in my own practice and follow along as you can, and stop when you need to, and most importantly, enjoy. This is time for you, time to focus inward, tune out the news, tune out the noise, and just breathe and move. So I'm going to turn on some music and we are going to get started. I'm not going to go for very long today. We're all new at this video thing, so it's not going to be perfect. Just bear with me. But we're going to start out in child's pose. So bring your toes together, your knees far apart, and then slide your arms forward. Lengthen your spine. Gently place your forehead down. And just start breathing. Follow your breath. Don't force anything. Give yourself a moment. Settle into your mat, shifting gears from whatever you were doing before. Taking deep breaths. You'll keep your forehead down. I'm just keeping it up so that you can hear my voice. Feeling your belly get bigger and smaller with your inhales and your exhales. Continually reaching forward, feeling a small stretch, muscles under your arms, your shoulders, keeping your fingertips nice and wide. This should feel very nice. And we're going to come up to hands and knees. So slowly start to bring the hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tops of the feet flat on the mat. We're going to start with some gentle cat-cows. We're going to look up, bring the tailbone up, pressing the floor away from you, and then slowly rounding the spine like a cat. Again, inhaling, looking up, chin up, tailbone up, stretching the belly, and then tucking the tailbone, rounding the spine. Again, you can find your own rhythm here. So move as fast or as slow as feels good for you. We're all different. And then we're going to come back to neutral. We're just going to roll back. I'm going to turn around and face you here. Rolling back onto our sits bones. We're going to sit in easy pose. If this isn't comfortable for you, I invite you to bring your feet out in front of you. Okay? But I'm going to sit like this. And we're going to reach up to the sky, all the way up. And then we're going to side bend over to the right. Right fingers gently touching the mat, making a big round C with your body. And breathing. And we're going to come back up through center, looking up, reaching up, and then fall over gently to the left side, rounding the spine. Again, making that big C, Making sure your sits bones are still both on the mat. Don't forget to breathe. Good, we're gonna come up back through center, and then we're gonna twist to the right. So take your left fingertips, place them on your right knee. Sit up nice and tall first, and then twist over to the right. If it feels okay for your neck, you can look over your right shoulder. And if it doesn't, you can look down or look forward, whatever feels good for you. And then we're gonna rise up again, stretching up and twisting to the left. So the right fingertips come on the left knees. Left hand is behind your tailbone. And we're twisting very gently over to the left. And breathing. All the while just taking note of how you feel. If your body feels stiff, that's fine. That's why we're doing this. Good, one more time, reaching up, and then we're gonna float forward, rounding the spine, walking the fingertips as far out as they go, maybe letting your head drop, and breathe. And coming back up, let's go back to hands and knees. I'm going to turn to the side again. So again, shoulders over the wrists. Right away, we're going to extend the right leg out, left arm forward, balancing here, toes pointing down, neck in line with the spine. It's easy to do this for a second, but once you hold it, it takes a little more concentration. Some keys for this balancing pose: focus your eyes on something on the floor and stare at it. Tuck those belly muscles in towards the spine and up. Good. Float the hand and the knee down. We're going to try it on the other side. So extend the left leg out, right arm out, breathing here, holding the pose, not holding the breath. Good. Reaching as far away from you as you can. Good, release the hand, release the knee. Let's come back to our child's pose. Hips meet the heels, slide the hands forward, forehead rests. Good, coming up through cat and cow, tabletop pose. We are going to bring our right foot forward to the front of the mat for a hip stretch. You can stay here or bring your hands to your thighs, whatever feels good. And we're just going to hold that for a moment, making sure you're on something soft. You can always double fold your mat to cushion your knee if you need to find some more cushioning. You don't want to hurt your knees. Good. Breathe into the stretch. See if you could sink a little bit deeper. Finding the edge where you can be out of your comfort zone, but not into the injury zone. Okay, now we're gonna place the hands beside the foot and shift the weight back. Maybe slide your heel forward, toes pointing towards the sky for the hamstring stretch. Say hello to your hamstrings and breathe. Again, as you breathe, invite your body to go a little further into this stretch, keeping in mind that yoga should not hurt. So if you're hurting, pull out of it immediately. Good, let's come one more time. We're gonna tuck the toes this time so that we're in a low lunge. Good, pressing the toes into the mat, placing the left hand on the mat and opening up to the right side. Low lunge twist. Reaching as far up, maybe even back. Good, float the hand down. We're gonna step back into a plank pose. Holding that plank here, nice and strong. Shoulders are over the wrists. And then drop the knees to tabletop. Let's take one more cat-cow. So inhaling up, tailbone up, and exhaling, round the spine. Let the head drop. Coming back to neutral, step the left foot forward. Again, hands could be on the mat, or you can bring them up. Place them on your thigh. And we're looking for that nice hip stretch in the front of the right leg this time. Breathing into it. Good. One more breath here. Good. Bring the hands down and we're going to lengthen that left leg. The toes come up to the sky. Working towards our hamstring stretch on the left side. How's everybody doing? Good. Okay. Breathing here. Again, once you stay in the stretch for a few moments, maybe you go a little deeper if your body is comfortable with that. Again, child's pose is here for you whenever you need to take a break. You can pause the video or take a child's pose and meet us again when you're ready. Come back one more time. Knee over heel. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. We're in our low lunge. You're going to place your right hand onto the mat and we're going to twist open to the left this time. Hello. Good. Reaching up. Muscles in the right leg nice and strong. Pressing back through your right heel. Breathing. And float the left hand down. We'll step back into the plank pose again. Holding here. And lower the knees. Come back to your child's pose. Breathe. Another option for child's pose I should have mentioned before is you can keep your knees closed, your arms forward or your arms back. Okay, let's come back up. We're going to come into our first downward dog of the session today. So we're going to come into our tabletop. From our tabletop, we're going to tuck our toes. Make sure your hands are nice and wide. The fingertips have lots of room between each other. And we're going to lift our hips, hover for a moment, start to bring our belly towards our knee, and then lengthen the legs. Let the head hang. Downward facing dog. Heels reaching towards the ground. Now look, my heels are not touching the ground. They may never touch the ground, and I'm okay with that, right? maybe we pedal out one at a time, one at a time. It's called walking the dog. Okay, most importantly, our tailbone is the highest point on our body in this V shape that we are making. And we are breathing, and our head is loose. You can shake your head out, yes and no. That's actually yes. Yes and no. Good. Imagine your shoulder blades coming together down your back. And we're pressing through the heels. And again, lower the knees and come into a child's pose. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. Tomorrow we'll try to do some sun salutations, and further on maybe some sequences, but these are some good stretches to start off with, especially if you're new to yoga, in the comfort of your own home. Put on some comfy clothes. You can take your time, do it a couple times a day, or find other people that you like to follow on the internet. Just make sure you keep moving, okay? Because that's how you stay healthy. So I'm signing off for now. Thank you for watching and practicing with me. Bye.